What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of Jackson versus Jackson. Uh, I am one half of that. I'm Erik T. Jackson. My boy AJ is on vacation this week, so I'm gonna hold it down till he gets back. So we're gonna discuss a few couple of topics this week. We're gonna start with college football. We're gonna throw some some NFL in there. Okay, before the beginning of the NFL season and before the second week of the college football season gets underway. So, as always, let's take a look at A&M and UT first, and then we'll move on to a couple of big games from there. The Aggies play host to Appalachian State this week. Uh, Appalachian State lost to North Carolina last week in a shootout, 63-61, something like that. Uh, they scored 40 points in the fourth quarter, which everybody's harping on. But what I want to say is, but they only scored like 20 points the first three quarters. So what are they? Are they a 20, 25-point team, or are they a team that can get 40 points in a quarter? We don't know. North Carolina is not very good. We do know that, right? So, and we also know the Aggies and that defense. And so, uh, my prediction for that game, uh, we're not a big, uh, we're not an explosive team, although we were getting there with the explosive plays. But as the coach still wants to grind it out and get the running game going and use more time on the clock than the opponent. So in all those respects, I don't ever see us scoring 50 points, unless, we just get back to back to back long touchdown runs. But I see us maybe winning 42. I'll give them 10, maybe 42-10. That'll be my prediction, people. You can hit me up, if I'm right, or blast me if I'm wrong. You know, let's move on to University of Texas versus Alabama, which in retrospect is not a big game because UT is not ranked. If I'm UT is not ranked, but it's a big game in Texas, right? And it's a big game for the future because UT will be joining the SEC in a couple of years. And then, Alabama will be a conference mate. So I've seen predictions for this game, and people seem to think that UT is going to keep it close. I'm not one of them people. I mean, Alabama's track record against freshman quarterbacks, Alabama's track record against former Saban assistant coaches, and UT's track record of not being very good leads me to say or to predict that Alabama will probably beat them something like 52-3. They may get a touchdown. So it might end up being 52-7, 52-10, something like that. But I don't think it'll be close at all. So that's just my take on that. Quinn Ewers, he did fine last week. Nothing spectacular though, right? Uh, and Bryce Young was very spectacular. So not a whole lot of explanation needed for that prediction for that game, right? But I know a bunch of UT alums and they think it'll be a lot closer than that. We shall see. Any other big games? Houston versus Texas Tech. Houston's ranked. Tech is not. Uh, they're both 1-0. So, uh, from what I saw of Houston last week, I mean, I think Tech can definitely beat them, but you know, we'll see. For that game, I'll predict uh, Tech 28, UH 24. I think Tech is gonna beat them. Joey McGuire, man, he has Tech playing. We'll see. 28-24 Tech. And Baylor and BYU. Baylor and BYU, the night game on ESPN, 9:15 on ESPN. And Baylor is ranked number 9. BYU is ranked number 21, but BYU probably has a top 10, maybe top 15 defense. The team is really tough, hard-nosed, but Baylor is really good. And, Dave Aranda, man, he's found something in Waco, and I like it. I like it a lot. Uh, you know, uh, their offense is very good against BYU's very good defense. We'll see which one imparts their will more. Uh, I believe, BYU's going, no, not BYU. I believe Baylor is going to win. And it'll probably, I'll predict 24-7. Yes, 24-7 Baylor. We'll see. I just don't think. I mean, Baylor's defense is hella good too, in my opinion, and I just think they're that much better than BYU. 24-7 Baylor. Hit me up if you think I'm full of crap. Uh, let's move on to the NFL. And the Texans, let's start with them. We're gonna talk Texans, we're gonna talk Cowboys. Let's start with Texans. Texans play the Colts. Jonathan Taylor is my running back in fantasy football. I had the first pick and I got him. He was the number 1 rated player. But that doesn't mean I want, Indy to win, and that doesn't even mean I think, again, I think the Texans defense is going to be underrated. I just like what Lovie Smith does defensively. I did last year, and I think they proved me correct more times than not. And I just think they have a lot better pieces this year defensively. Matt Ryan, he's my fantasy quarterback. I just think like he's not done, right? Obviously, I hope he doesn't perform well against the Texans, but I think he's not done. I think he'll do well this year. And I got him in the late round. I didn't get him early, but all the good quarterbacks were gone, so I just waited for value, and I think I got a little value with him in the later rounds. But yeah, I think the Colts will get us. I predicted in one of the earlier podcasts that we will lose this game to the Colts, but win the second game against the Colts. But I don't think I give a score. I mean, I could see us hanging around. I mean, it is at home. So, I could see us losing by 7-10 points, maybe a 17-10 type of score. So I'll go there. I'll say the Colts win 17-10 over the Texans. Davis Mills is a good quarterback, but he hasn't proven to be explosive. He hasn't proven that he could, get us 28, 35 points on a consistent basis. So until you do that, Colts 17, Texans 10. Going to be defensive struggles, right? Until he can prove that he can win games with the offense. Uh, Cowboys. Cowboys play Buccaneers. 7 o'clock, 7:20, NBC. The night game. Uh, and the Buccaneers, man, Brady's back. I will say that. Defensively, they're good, not great. Maybe even not as good as you would think they would be. But that offense is going to need to carry them this year. And not sure they'll be able to for the duration of the year. Cowboys, man, are at home, so you know, uh, I'm gonna take the Cowboys in this one. I think and my boy AJ, he liked to hear that because he's a huge Cowboys fan, as you guys know. But I'm gonna take the Cowboys in this one. Uh, Scores are always tricky, but I like Dak Prescott. I think Zeke is gonna have something to prove this year. Not a whole lot of weapons at receiver, but I think Dak will make chicken salad out of chicken. You know what, and make those guys serviceable. So let me pick the Cowboys 24, Tampa Bay 21. I'm gonna do it like that. Cowboys 24, Tampa Bay 21. What say you, Cowboys Nation? All right. Any other big games? Let's see. The Bills crushed the Rams in the first game this Thursday. So, and Matt Stafford is a quarterback in my other league. Yeah, that wasn't a good game for him though. I think he'll have a much better year, but that wasn't a good game. It wasn't a good matchup, I should say. So there are the Chiefs and Cardinals. That's interesting. Mahomes versus you know short guy. uh yeah, yeah. I think this will be a good matchup, man. I don't think the Chiefs defense is all that. And that's crazy because I have their defense in one of my fantasy leagues too. But yeah, the Cardinals are just gonna, you know, they haven't added any pieces to make me think that uh they're gonna have a great defense. I mean, Watt's hurt, Pugh is hurt, uh Ford is hurt. A lot of people on the injured list. Let's look at the Chiefs. Oh, the Chiefs, man. Chiefs got everybody healthy. So uh I'll pick the Chiefs in that one. And Mahomes is gonna score some points, man. It might get ugly. 35-17 Chiefs over Cardinals. 35-17 Chiefs over Cardinals. Any other big games? I always be looking at the Pittsburgh and the Ravens, but Steelers and the Bengals is a nice matchup. Steelers versus Bengals is a nice matchup. Joe Burrow versus Mitch Trubisky. That's not that's not the normal quarterback battle you would see between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Usually Pittsburgh would have the big name quarterback and Cincinnati would have the journeyman, but in this case it's the other way around, right? And for whatever reason, I just feel like Trubisky is going to get hurt, and Kenny Pickett, the backup, the rookie for Pittsburgh, is going to get his opportunity early, and he's not going to let it go. Trubisky, I think by week 6, if he's not hurt, he's going to lose the job anyway. But I feel like he's going to get hurt before then. You know, that's just my feeling. But I feel like Pickett is going to be able to step in and yeah, the boy seems legitimate. We'll see, but he definitely seems like he's legit threat. Uh, did I pick a score? Yeah, I'm gonna go Cincinnati 24, Pittsburgh 14. Cincinnati 24, Pittsburgh 14. Drop some bombs in the comments. Mike Todd, big Pittsburgh homer. I'm just saying, bro. I feel like Cincinnati has the better team this year and this week. Trubisky. Any other big games? The West Coast game is not too big for me. There is Raiders and Chargers. So Raiders and Chargers. I like the Raiders, man. I like the offense. I like the defense. I got Devontae Adams on my fantasy team. I like everything about the Raiders, man. They might be my sexy pick to make the Super Bowl out of the AFC. But I got to see how they start the season, though. Like championship teams don't start slow. Not usually. Not unless you're the Giants in 07 and 2011. Otherwise, championship teams, man, they do their thing from the opening game. And so we'll see. I'm gonna look at the Raiders first 3 weeks. I can tell if they're real or if they fake, But for this game, Raiders, yeah, Raiders versus Chargers. I like the Chargers too. I like Justin Herbert. I love that they got Isaiah Spiller from A&M. I wanted the Texans to get him, but they didn't. So, I like that. But I think the Raiders gonna have too much offense, too much defense. With that being said, I'm gonna go Raiders. Yeah, 28. I'm gonna go Chargers 24. I'm gonna do it like that. It's a 4-point win for the Raiders. 28-24. If you disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know. Love hearing from you guys. Again, this is Jackson versus Jackson. Our podcast, me and Ajay Jackson. He's on vacation. He went to his alma mater, North Carolina Central's big game versus their rival, North Carolina A&T. He went there last weekend. He had a ball. He did some commentary there. And we might have that at a later date. But the boy take more vacations than I do, obviously. But hopefully he'll be back for the next one. All right. This was just a little bit of college talk, a little bit of NFL talk, just to get the seasons rolling. Get our thoughts on tape out there. Hit me up, guys. Appreciate you guys for listening. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'm Erik T. Jackson. This is Jackson versus Jackson podcast, man. We're out. Appreciate you.